Hey guys, welcome back to the Buzz Weaver Gaming channel. We are just 2 days away from the launch of Battlefield 6, so make sure you hit that like button if you have the game ready, downloaded, and all set to go. Of course, let me know down in the comments as well. Did you pre-order? Did you wait to the last minute? What's up? What are your game plans? Did you take time off from work? So what we have here is the latest Battlefield 6 news, and it's titled What We Learned. So with over 30 Battlefield Lab sessions successfully completed alongside our community and a total of 92 million hours played during the open beta, Battlefield 6 is the most tested and iterated Battlefield game in history, and player agency remains at the heart of it. So it may be fair to say that DICE has finally tuned it in, finally dialed it in, listening to the players to make sure that we have the best gaming experience, and it seems to show. Battlefield 6 has more ways to play than ever, and through the open beta, we aim to validate at scale that offering multiple playlists in parallel would not compromise the authentic Battlefield experience. That's a really fancy way of saying how they're setting up the different playlists, but here's a closer look. So we have classic pick rates. So the map layout was the main deciding factor for class picks. For example, support had a higher pick rate on Siege of Cairo, which is a CQC-focused map. On Liberation Offensive, with more long-distance combat opportunities, we saw an increased pick rate for Recon. And interestingly enough, comparing between open and closed weapon playlist, we observed mostly identical class pick rates. So it didn't seem to make a difference between what classes people picked, whether it was open or closed. So kills per hour also remained virtually consistent with both playlists, whether it was open or closed. Match length duration increased slightly with closed weapon playlist up to 45 seconds, which is not a whole lot of a difference, is it? 3.75%. Revives. We also observed a slightly higher revive rate for closed weapons at 3% for Breakthrough and 2% for Conquest, which coincides with the slightly longer match duration. But also, I think when you're in a closed match, people are more likely to play their role. So if they are playing medic and or even support of that role, then obviously they're going to be more engaged and play it. But yes, it's going to be more if it's longer in the game, right? Signature weapon usage. More players played with non-signature weapons and open weapon playlist. However, Recon players still favored sniper rifles over other weapons, and their pick rate was identical between both playlist types. Now, I don't know about you, but I had to go with an AR playing a sniper because of the maps were so small, at least when we were doing some of the lab testing. Let me know down in the comments, how many of the labs did you guys participate in? Were you right from the beginning? Did you start in the middle? Did you wait till open beta? Let me know down in the comments section. There was not a single dominant weapon archetype, and we observed a consistent and well-distributed pick rate between them. That's always good. This balance shows that even with different playlist types, players explored a wide variety of options without one class standing out above the rest. That's exactly what you want in a game. You want that sense of balance, that sense of variety, and something that I don't always see in Call of Duty. Mostly people, once they find that meta weapon or the couple meta weapons, that's usually what they stick with, and of course they just play that highly competitive mindset, the super sweats. Time in combat. There was no difference of note for time players spent in combat between open and closed weapon playlist types. The actual difference were only fractions of a percentage, where rounded up, the results were identical, which we just kind of just mentioned that just now. So lastly, another key insight from the open beta was the vast majority of players, after trying both playlist types, chose to stick with open weapons. Interesting. So this reinforces our belief that open weapon is the right path forward for Battlefield 6. At the same time, we recognize that some players prefer the closed weapon experience. To support them, official closed weapon playlists will be available at launch. That's really fascinating to me, because I know some of my guildmates were doing little polls in our Discord over who preferred open versus closed. I don't even remember what the results were. Now, for me personally, I can go with either. It doesn't really bother me. As we just saw some of the statistics there, depending on the roles of the class, they're going to pick a particular weapon set. So I don't think it's going to make that much of a difference, but let me know if you think it will. Menus and playlist updates. For launch, we are also making further changes and improvements to playlist and menus as a direct result of some of your feedback, I should say. All launch maps will be available across playlists from day one, giving you the freedom to play whichever map you prefer. So very nice when it comes to that setup, right? We tested having multiple modes in a single player playlist during the open beta and learned that players favored playlists with combined modes. We will continue to iterate and adjust playlists to deliver that best Battlefield experience possible. So a lot of it's going to depend on how we as players interact with the playlists that they give us. So custom search enables you to select which map and or mode combo you prefer, and you'll be match made into a match with these search criteria if available. You'll have a higher chance to be match made into your preference the more you broaden your search. So that's going to be very interesting to see how that's going to be set up. Now, I wasn't really big on using that, but maybe it will be a way to kind of narrow things down. But here they say, Portal remains the tool for creating and customizing experiences, while the section in the main menu previously called Portal is now called Community. So now it's no longer called Portal, it's now called Community, and that may be to kind of differentiate it maybe from 2042. This is where you'll find the server browser, which is now prominently featured to make it easier to find and use. Separately, we launched with Breakthrough, Conquest, and Rush as verified modes with the server browser. This enables us to, for example, feature official hardcore experiences that we know many of you are excited for. Let me know down in the comments if you're a hardcore player. Looking forward to that. Also, let me know if you design or play or know friends or people that make Portal maps. And I'm not really sure. I think people are going to be in the multiplayer most of the time playing. I don't think there's going to be a lot of people out there like, maybe putting Portal maps and so forth together. But so we have a launch playlist rotation here. So single mode playlist for favorite likes Breakthrough and Conquest will be there. Close weapons experience, intense close quarter battle playlist, action packs, all out warfare playlist. So we're gonna have a variety of playlists there to mess with. On the horizon, we are incredibly excited for you to join us in the Battlefield at launch. Of course, we're just waiting. And then Season 1 will be coming out on October the 28th, as we have learned. So our season will have more content than ever before in a Battlefield game. So it's going to be more than we experienced in other Battlefields. So we'll just kind of see how that works out. And we will unpack that with you more in detail during the upcoming moment. Really, that's an interesting way to round that off. But so there are additional information here. It is a laundry list of things here, and I will leave a link down in the public section on some things that they have changed. So we're looking at changes with player movement. Weapons have been rebalanced as well. So we got gadgets, adjustments to gadgets, maps and modes, of course, as we just mentioned. UI and HUD elements have changed, settings, audio, network. So much going on, guys. So much going on. If you want to read all those specific details, I'll list them there because the video is dragging on a bit. But I'm pretty excited about Battlefield 6 coming out on Friday. It's amazing to think. I have been waiting a long time. Let me know down in the comments how long you've been waiting, because, I mean, we went from Battlefield 5, we went from Battlefield 4 to Battlefield 5, then we went to Battlefield, or was it Battlefield 1? Battlefield 1, then Battlefield 5. We never had a modern shooter until now. It's quite extraordinary. But thank you guys so much for your continued support. As you know, this is my brand new channel that I'm just getting started, so content is a bit sparse here. And, of course, we've been waiting for Battlefield 6 to come out, but I plan to have some more variety here. But nonetheless, guys, thank you for participating in the shorts that I have been posting, along with some of this long-form content that we have here. But thank you so much, guys, across BitChute, Rumble, Odyssey. It's been amazing. Thank you all here on YouTube as well for your guys' continued support. Of course, below this video, you can find the various social media links that I belong to. You guys know how the affiliate marketing links and so forth work. But, of course, your likes, your shares, and your comments help out the channel, and I appreciate it greatly. So, appearing there on the screen for all of you watching on YouTube, of course, that's going to be the channel icon. You guys can click on that to subscribe, as well as to select notifications, and I'll see all you guys in the next video.